Hello everyone, my name is Natasha and welcome to my YouTube channel. So for today's pick a card reading, we're going to be looking into how this full moon will be affecting you. Okay, so this pick a card reading is going to be timeless. So you can use it for any full moon you want. And if you do not feel like you are with one of these piles today, or options, right? You can go onto my playlist for my moon readings, and there might be some more, pick a card readings there for you to choose from for the moon specifically. I am going to be doing these more often, okay? But pretty much the new moons, the full moons, they all affect us, every single one. And they affect us for about the next month, even though sometimes the energies can be the strongest around the times that the new moon or full moon happen. But please just keep that in mind. The energies of the moons are highly impactful. They can even impact us for a long time, like sometimes the healing energies that the full moon, the new moons bring us and what they do to our lives can really just impact us for a really long time and, change our lives. So even though I'm saying to expect, pretty much expect this reading to be accurate for about the next month, still keep in mind that these energies can impact you for a long time, okay? So today we do have 3 piles to choose from. I'm going to zoom in on them now. There we go. Okay, so this is going to be pile number 1. Pile number 2. Sorry for any background noise. And pile number 3. I'm going to adjust that. Please go ahead, meditate over the piles or the options, right? For as long as you want. Please make an intuitive decision today for which object that you want to choose, okay? I'm going to be leaving the timestamps in the description box below. And please keep in mind that these are still general readings, so just take the messages that resonate. And whatever message that I say doesn't resonate for you is for somebody else, okay? So go ahead and pause the video or choose your pile, and I'm just going to begin with pile number 1. All right, so if you chose pile number 1 here, this is going to be your reading for how this full moon is going to be affecting you. So we are going to begin by me pulling from 3 different oracle decks. Then we're going to move on to 2 tarot decks, and then we will pull from our last oracle deck for this reading. So let's just get right into it. Please still remember that these are general readings. So just to take the messages that resonate, oop, this needs another shuffle, and to leave what doesn't. All right, I'm sorry about that. I just wanted to adjust the camera angle a little bit, and honestly I've been kind of struggling with the camera angles I'm trying to set up for this reading, and I do feel like there is a message here. Maybe for you guys, pile number 1, you're getting a perspective switch around the time of this full moon. It's almost as though like your sights are being adjusted, like your vision is being adjusted, like symbolically speaking. So maybe it's like your third eye chakra is showing you something, or you're looking at something from a different angle for this full moon, and it's like this different angle is really showing you something that you needed to see. Okay, that's interesting. So I almost feel like maybe for this pile, you might be getting a sense of clarity around this full moon too. But let me not speak too soon, okay? Let's just get into the first deck here. So Spirit, how is this current full moon going to be affecting pile number 1? We're going to take these. So 3 fell out just now. We have angels. You are supported. Divine intervention is at play. And we have solar plexus chakra. Remember your power. Okay, and we have heart chakra. It's time for self-care. Wow, so this is pretty obvious right away. You have angels around the time of this full moon that are really helping your chakras improve. I mean, obviously, we're given the solar plexus chakra and the heart chakra. So I feel like for this full moon, you can expect a solar plexus chakra upgrade and a heart chakra upgrade. So Spirit might be asking you to take a deeper look within yourself, to maybe assess some blocks that you didn't know was there in the solar plexus and the heart chakra, so that these blocks can be removed. That's not saying that these chakras are not already open for you. They could be, but it's just about making them stronger at this point. It's still about like getting out any inner blocks that are still there. Yeah, and just releasing them. So you guys might actually feel, I lost my train of thought. I think I wanted to say something like, you're going to feel a boost when it comes to, yeah, or like inspired. Yeah, you're going to be inspired to get more in touch with your inner power, connecting with your inner strength, and how great and amazing you are, and how worthy you are of amazing things, right? With the solar plexus chakra. And you're going to also feel inspired to be more compassionate, not just with yourself, but with other people as well. Like you're going to start to feel your heart chakra opening more, and you're going to start to feel your solar plexus chakra opening more as well. And it's interesting because I keep feeling like obviously just there, I lost my train of thought. I don't know if some of you guys have been feeling a little scatterbrained lately, or like you don't have a great memory or something. It's really interesting. I felt like there was something there. Angels and this full moon, by the way, might also be influencing, how do I want to word this? It's like pretty much the energies here are acting like divine intervention, where it's like these energies are kind of maybe like putting you on a new course in a way, right? Like your perspective is changing, you're changing, right? Or maybe situations in your life are suddenly changing. Like maybe there's something going on in your career or your love life or your home life, or with a friend, you know, something that's suddenly changing here. Also within you, like you're getting a sudden change. The energy's kind of like that, okay? And I'm still having a hard time kind of like putting my words together, because I feel like I keep on like getting like brain farts, for lack of a better word. So I wonder if you guys are also going through something similar like that, where it's like you just constantly like are forgetting exactly what you wanted to say, or exactly what you wanted to do in any given moment, and you feel like you have to backtrack. Okay, I'm wondering that. Let's look at the bottom of the deck. So we have Spider. It says balance your manifesting. Interesting. By the way, we also have crown chakra at the bottom of the deck. It says strengthen your spiritual practice and connect to source. We have break through your limits here too. I want to take that as well. I feel like you guys, you're getting ready to manifest something huge, or something you've always wanted. It's almost as though this full moon is really preparing you guys to receive what you've been asking for. And I'm starting to get a vibe that it's like a part of what you need in order to bring in these things that you've been really asking for and praying for is actually an internal adjustment here a bit. I think that Spirit is really getting you energetically matched with what you've been asking for, if that makes sense. So for example, if you guys have been trying to manifest in like an amazing career or like a leadership position, Spirit is working on your solar plexus chakra for you to see yourself as worthy of that, right? And not to put your dream career or even like your love life, like your dream relationship on this pedestal, right? You want to be a vibrational match to your dreams and desires. So I think Spirit is just preparing you for that at this time. Spirit might also be working on your crown chakra during the time of this full moon. I realize I keep saying what Spirit is doing, and obviously this is a full moon reading, but I totally see how Spirit works with the full moon energies. And so it is still Spirit, you know, who is working on you during this time. But yeah, we can say that. We can say that the full moon is also having you strengthen your spiritual practice in a way too. I feel like that's going to vary, or it's going to be different for each individual person who watches this reading, like, and how you personally want to connect deeper with source. Expect there maybe to be some kind of inspiration for you to do this. You might even feel called to meditate, for an example, to start meditating every day, to maybe even to do some yoga, you know, anything that helps clear your mind, prayer, whatever it is. Expect maybe to feel called to be doing something, and expect maybe your crown chakra to open more as well. And obviously here we have butterfly, break through your limits. I do feel like for this pile, you are going through a transformation at the time of this current full moon. Like, butterflies for me represent transformation. And yeah, you're preparing to spread your wings. I'm hearing to soar. Yes, you're preparing to spread your wings to fly and to soar. Exactly what we were talking about by with this card here with Spider, where I was talking about manifesting. It's like you are getting prepared to manifest something huge. You are preparing to spread your wings and fly naturally into, I'm getting chills, into this dream that you know, into this big dream that you have. Okay, you're about to naturally flow into this big dream. Spirit is trying to get you there. Okay, whether or not this big dream is a career or your love life or something else. Okay, that's going to be different for everybody here. Could be all of that, right? Could be a lot of things. So Spirit's just getting you prepared to accept major blessings. And by doing that, Spirit is having you guys break through your limits. Okay, the full moon is trying to get you guys to see certain blockages that are within these chakras, right? For you to be a vibrational match for what you desire. And for yourself anyway, right? For you to live your best life anyway, no matter what happens, okay? So let me move on to the next deck here. This is actually the Chakra Insight Oracle. So we're probably going to get, you know, we're going to get another peek at how your chakras are being affected by this full moon and get some more information. So Spirit, how is pile number 1 being affected by this current full moon? Spirit, how is pile number 1 being affected by this current full moon? Okay, look at this. So we have the solar plexus, we have a solar plexus chakra card out. It says confidence, self-love, self-worth, and pride. It says self-esteem. Again, solar plexus chakra, right? And then we have, oh, I don't think you guys can see those words. I want you to see them. Okay, then we have self-expression, which is a throat chakra card. See, we have the word self here 2 times. It's like, this is your time, you guys. Pile number 1, it is. It's about to be your time coming up soon too. I think it's kind of like beginning now. Oh my gosh, I feel really hot as I'm like saying that for some reason. But this is going to be a really important time for you guys here coming up, and it's like starting now. It's time for you guys to really love yourself and give love to yourself. Yeah, it's like you're about to be your time. I don't even know how else to word that. So we have vocalization, individuality, inner voice, and assertiveness. So I do think your throat chakra is being affected by this full moon too. Spirit's getting you guys prepared, you know, to use your voice. Spirit's really getting you guys to truly be yourself, to truly be authentic and assertive. and to find your own unique voice, right? I don't know if some of you guys kind of feel like you, how do I want to word this? Like you haven't been able to fit in most places of your life or something like that, because I just kind of felt like saying like you want to stand out from the crowd. So that does kind of remind me of career. So I do think maybe a part of what you guys are trying to manifest is maybe a new job or a promotion or something like this, or maybe something in your creative field that you want to get into as well, where it's like you do desire to stand out from the rest in some shape or form, okay? It's interesting. It's like you guys are meant to be unique. You guys are meant to express your voice in this lifetime. So it's almost like this reading so far is like getting you majorly prepared to step into your destiny. Sorry for the camera bump there. But yeah, self-esteem. It's time for your confidence to increase. It's time for your self-love to increase. These are the things that you're going to be feeling around the time of this full moon. Spirit wants you to feel happy and like yourself. Spirit wants you to experience joy. So yes, Spirit is getting you guys prepared to experience joy, no matter what it is, again, that you are trying to manifest. This is about you stepping into your joy at this time and really, really manifesting in more joy. We do have seeing at the bottom of the deck. It says perspective, truth, knowledge, and clarity. See that word clarity? I already said that when I was giving that message before I started pulling cards. I'm getting a vibe that for a lot of you guys, I did mention third eye too, didn't I? This is a third eye card. I said before I started pulling cards that it's like your third eye is showing you many things right now that you need to see. You're getting more clarity than you have maybe for a while, or there's something increasing here with this clarity. So yes, your third eye is definitely being impacted during this full moon as well. Like Spirit is adjusting your vision in some shape or form, like your perspectives. Okay, so it's going to look different for you guys individually. However, I also just felt here too that maybe for some of you, a part of your destiny is being able to vocalize and express all the things that God, that Spirit, that source shows you. All the things, all the beautiful things that you see, that you feel with your third eye chakra and with your heart, right? It's like Spirit is preparing you guys to speak more on these beautiful things. Okay, I wonder if for some of you guys, you are getting a feeling that this is a path that's for you. Maybe for some others, you know, you might not be able to take that message, or you just don't feel it yet. It's interesting. But I did suddenly feel like these two are connected. It's like Spirit's just trying to get you guys to be fully authentic, to not hide. Yeah, in a way, it's like to not hide your spirituality, for you to, in some shape or form, for you guys just to be fully authentic. I'm going to move on to the next deck. All right, Spirit, how is pile number 1 being affected by this current full moon? Spirit, how is pile number 1? Oh, here we go. We have, I think this is the 4 of Earth. Interesting. Oh, we have a bee. Or no, is that a fly? I thought this was a bee for a second on top of here, but I think it's a fly. I'm not sure because it kind of looks like it has stripes, right? But anyway, I was feeling like, don't bees kind of represent good luck and abundance or building? It's like bees build like their hive, and they have to do all these things to create the honey, right? And it's like you guys are kind of working on yourselves internally, it looks like, from during this full moon, in preparation, right, for your abundance. So like how the bee is preparing to create the honey, it's like you, pile number 1, symbolically speaking, are working to create your honey. And you recognize that a lot of this, yeah, the majority of this work actually is internal. Okay, and you fully recognize that, and so you're making inner adjustments to make these dreams happen for you. So we have, this is, oh, this is another four. Have you guys been seeing fours lately? Like, have you guys been getting a lot of synchronicities about fours? There's something about this here. I feel like you guys are about to create a really stable life for yourself. That's like a part of your really big dreams here, is just to create a really stable, healthy, happy life, right? But you might want to actually Google the number 4, like the spiritual meaning of it, and maybe see how, which interpretation you feel. So we have, this is the 4 of water. Yeah, it's like you guys are taking a deeper look in the mirror. Maybe you guys are also examining your emotions a bit more here. It's so interesting. Look, it's like he's looking in the mirror and it's like he sees this crack, it's not really a wound. It's just like a crack on the side of his face here. But this other half is like good, it has no crack. So it's almost like you guys are even taking a look into your dark side a little bit more, or your shadow, around the time of this full moon as well. It's like you're getting a deeper look into yourself. You're getting a deeper look into what you need to be doing at this time in order for you to heal. It's really interesting. I think you guys are learning how to flow with your emotional states and how to accept yourself even deeper, okay, during this full moon. Let's see what's at the bottom of the deck. So we have the Sage. I do feel like you guys are old souls for this pile. You know, only take that if it resonates. Obviously, you don't have to be an old soul, but I just kind of felt that. I felt like you guys have had, I'm getting you guys have had a long life already. Okay, no matter what age that you're at, if you're 20, if you're 40, if you're 60, you guys have had a long life already. You guys have learned a lot of lessons already. You guys have already, I'm getting accumulated like a lot of different lessons and a lot of wisdom. I feel like you guys actually really do relate to the owl here. You see that? To me, the owl represents wisdom. It represents sight. To me, like the owl and the third eye chakra are really connected, like symbolically, like they're very connected, or spiritually. And this is kind of like a wolf to me here. Could be a coyote, but I was kind of feeling like a wolf. I know some of you guys connect to owls and wolves, but maybe you do consider yourself, pile number 1, to be a loyal person like the wolf. You know, or like, yeah, somebody who's really loyal and loving. So I do think that like the wolf as well, and like canines as a whole, you know, they really are like pack animals, right? And they really love their tribe, I'm getting, like, and I feel like you guys are like that, pile number 1. It's like you feel so deeply connected with your friends and your soul group, right? And you just want to come together more with your soul group. But I do feel like lone wolf energy from you guys here as well, where maybe this has also been a really lonely journey for you in some shape or form in this lifetime or incarnation, okay? I was gonna say as well that I think that you guys are getting a deeper look into your heart space, right? I mean, I keep bringing this up where it's like, yes, you guys are getting an upgrade in your solar plexus chakra and your heart chakra. And again, it's like this card is out just saying that, like, you will be taking a deeper look into yourself to balance these chakras more, okay? You will. I keep seeing it. Let me look to the guidebook really quick for this 4 of Earth. I feel like there might be another message in here, and maybe for the Sage too. Oh, wow. Okay, so I'm really happy that I looked up those 2 cards just now. They really resonate with what I was saying. And I do just want to say as well, or to add, that, by the way, like the Sage, I feel like does the messages I was saying here about you being really wise, again, connects back again to self-expression, your throat chakra, like being able to express your wisdom, and your third eye, right? The chakra that is connected to wisdom. So interesting. Anyway, so for this one here, the 4 of Earth, the keyword, or one of the keywords here, is stability. It is, you know, exactly what I was saying. Pretty much it does say here as well that this card can mean that there is a good outcome ahead. And it says here, when the Four of Earth appears in your reading, a happy and rewarding outcome is close in hand. Remember, however, that the key to completing large or long-term projects is in making slow and steady progress. The key is to put one brick on top of the other, to preserve and continue to build, even when you feel like you want to give up. It's so interesting because I do think that you guys are really hard workers, and maybe sometimes you guys have felt like you wanted to give up, like on life or on yourself, but you have just kept going. Pile number one. That's so awesome. But yeah, even this card in the guidebook is saying that a good outcome is ahead for you guys. There's something really major about to happen for you, like around the corner. And I feel like, yeah, maybe you guys have been battered and bruised along the way. Like this guy here, like he has a crack in his arm and a crack in his face, right? And he's like bleeding. Yeah, you guys might have even had like a really difficult life, but hey, like you guys, you're really strong people. You really are. You're really strong people. I'm getting that you persevere. And you've really been working on yourself, and it's just going to continue like during this full moon. It's like you guys have been working so hard on yourselves, also on trying to get your big dreams to really manifest here. And yes, it has been a slow and steady progress. It has been, but yeah, I'm getting a vibe that it's like the happy outcome might even be sooner than you guys think for some of you, okay? Timing is going to look differently for everybody here, but just getting a vibe. And then we have the Sage. It's interesting because one of the key words here, it says sharing, communication, knowledge, and information. And advice. Like I feel like all of those really relate to you guys. Like I feel like you guys are meant to share. Like a lot of you guys are really meant to share what you see, right? By communicating with your throat chakra, like all of your knowledge, exactly. And information that you've gathered over time. It's like you're gonna be sharing this as a part of your destiny. Maybe like sharing it with like your close circle, like the people around you, or even sharing this with the world in some shape or form. It's going to look differently for every one of you. Maybe some of you guys want to even open up a business, okay, and have clients, like something like this, okay? But pretty much here it says that the Sage is somebody who is entertaining, expressive, knowledgeable, informative, and just a little mystical and wizard-like. I feel like this describes you guys in this file. I feel like it does. Yeah, I was gonna say, I feel like you guys are really good at advice as well. So yeah, I do feel like this full moon is really preparing you guys to be the Sage, is really preparing you guys to share this wisdom that you've gathered. Okay, so let us move on to the tarot now. We're going to start with our first deck. Okay, Spirit. How is pile number one being affected by this current full moon? Spirit, how is pile number one? Oh, that's way too many. Hold on. I feel like this needs another shuffle, actually. Let's see. Okay. Okay, so we're getting the Hermit and the Two of Pentacles. Are you guys, I feel like you guys are either already doing this or about to do this. You guys are learning how to balance like alone time and introspection time and healing time. You're about to balance that more with your social life, okay? Or even like your love life. Like I feel like there's some kind of balance here that's, I'm hearing, like getting created during this full moon, where it's like you guys are trying to figure out, and you are figuring out a way to, yeah, get in this alone time, to work on yourself, to rest, right? To heal and to connect with source. And then it's like you're also like you're doing that, and then maybe you also want to spend time like I don't know, I just heard with a lover. For some of you guys, maybe you do have one, or a boyfriend or girlfriend, or you guys have friends, okay? Like something like that, like some kind of balance is happening here. It's really interesting. I'm kind of getting drawn to the colors of her skirt here, like the red and the orange. So I've got the root and the sacral chakra here too that's coming through. Now I'm starting to feel like all the chakras are coming through for you guys, and I feel like almost all of them are getting upgrades during this time, which is amazing. It's like you guys are really having a deeper awakening with this full moon. I really like this energy. I really do. I feel like you guys are really healing. And we have the sun. Yes, you guys are balancing in the name of your personal joy and happiness, and I'm getting fulfillment. It's like you guys are really valuing yourself a lot more with this full moon, where it's like you recognize you really need this time alone and to heal and to work on yourself. You're getting in your self-care time, whatever it is that you are trying to do, right? And then, of course, yeah, the social life again, or even like work, if you guys are trying to balance that. But it's like, yeah, this is all in the name of your joy. It's like, this is all about you getting connected back into the present moment. You getting connected more to positive energy. Yeah, this is like a lot of positive energy just kind of like flowing through you right now, trying to work on your chakras, if that makes sense. It's really interesting. And we have the Hierophant at the bottom of the deck, and I'm just so drawn to this guy's face here as he's like smiling. It looks like he's laughing. Again, I keep on getting this vibe where it's like, this is your time, pile number one. It's like, this is your time when you are going to start experiencing joy and trying to manifest in more joy, okay? No matter if that's through like a dream job or dream relationship, or just joy within yourself, right? Like it's like that you would like to be happier inside anyway, no matter what it is that you're trying to manifest. I'm sorry, I feel like I'm repeating myself a little bit for this reading, but that's okay. So let's continue. So Spirit, how is pile number one being affected by this full moon? Interesting. We have the Three of Swords coming through. Oh, maybe you guys are getting a deeper look into your pain and your heartbreak that happened in your past. Like all of the pain and heartache and even trauma that has caused the imbalances within the chakras we spoke about, right? Solar plexus, heart chakra, throat chakra. It's like, this is a part of the reason, again, why these chakras are being healed during this full moon for you, is because, again, it's like you guys are doing the introspection. You guys are working on releasing this pain and healing the things that have happened in the past, so that you can rise like a more balanced, wise human being. It's like, yeah, with the Three of Swords and the Sage, it's like this pain that you've been through has really taught you guys so much. It really, really has. I felt a strong connection just now to the Three of Swords and the Sage. So we have the Seven of Swords at the bottom of the deck. The Ten of Wands, that's interesting. And the Six of Wands. I suddenly just got drawn to this crow for some reason. I don't know if some of you guys feel like you're connecting more to the crows lately in some shape or form, seeing crows around a lot or something like this, or maybe even just Google the spiritual meaning of the crow. Maybe some of you guys can really relate to that. The crow does actually represent going to the shadows, doesn't it? I feel like I've Googled crows myself and I heard about this, that they actually represent shadow work. to some degree. At least that's what I felt just now. I think that for some of you guys, I'm just really drawn to how there's this moon here. There's actually a full moon here, and there's this light beaming down on this person. And I feel like for you guys that the light here represents the illumination of something that you need to see. I think that this might have to do with maybe even aspects of yourself, right, that need healing, like what we've been talking about, like spirit is illuminating those blocks, right? Spirit can also be illuminating more how specific people from your past have hurt you in specific ways that you didn't see before, that spirit saw, okay? And now it's like you're realizing even more, maybe like certain damage that was caused for some of you guys that you weren't quite seeing before. Does that make sense? Because I feel like sometimes it's like we realize that we went through a heartbreak or we went through a really shitty relationship experience, but sometimes it takes time. I'm getting to fully unpack this. And I feel like you guys during this full moon are unpacking this more. Yeah, it's so interesting because I feel like sometimes a lot of us can really feel like we've already done all the healing work we've had to do for a certain situation that happened in our past, but then it pops back up again in our present in some shape or form, where it's like we're facing another aspect of our shadow. And I'm getting that it traces back to that experience that we thought we healed, and we have to kind of be like, whoa, I thought I dealt with this already, but no, it's coming up again for another look. Okay, it's interesting. I'm gonna move on to the next deck now, actually. Oh, if I can pick it up. Okay. Oh, I just had a feeling I should look at the bottom. It's the High Priestess. Would you look at that? This is the perfect card for you guys. This is the High Priestess is essentially you, like whether or not you are a man or a woman. I feel like you guys have so much knowledge that you've already accumulated from spirit, as what we've been talking about. It's interesting. So, yes, and I feel like there's something about your intuition that's picking up with this full moon too, right? Like the seeing card, it's like their third eye chakra is getting an upgrade in some shape or form during this full moon. And yes, your intuition is 100% being impacted by this, you guys. It is getting such an increase during this full moon. I can really feel it. Okay, so spirit, how is pile number 1 being affected by this current full moon? We have strength. Yeah, you have to realize how strong you guys are. I'm hearing you will make it through any challenge. You have to realize this about yourself, you guys. And I think you're about to. You're about to start to really see how strong you are. Maybe in a way that you haven't seen it before. So it's like maybe some of you guys do recognize that you're strong people, but it's not as deep as what spirit would like, okay, for some of you guys. So that's getting an upgrade. That's actually directly connected to your solar plexus chakra, is realizing how strong you are and really owning that. It's like, look at all these mountains in the background. It's like you can make it through the mountains. You can move mountains, pile number 1. You're about to realize how powerful you are. You are. And yeah, it's really interesting. I'm just getting like a closer look at this right now. Do some of you guys relate to the color red? I just like got so drawn into to the red hair. Well, I was about to say your red hair. Maybe some of you guys do have red hair, or you have red highlights or something in your hair. Obviously doesn't have to be. But yeah, I almost feel like the animals on this card would represent I'm sorry, I didn't mean represent, like they would mean something to you right now, like the lion, the snake, and maybe even, I feel like this is like a frog over here. Maybe you guys would like to look up the spiritual meaning of a frog too. Yeah, there's a frog here as well. I don't remember it off the top of my head for frogs, but I know that Lion is like connected to bravery and courage, which you guys will definitely 100% need, you know, like going into this next stage of your life that we've been talking about, and your destiny, and like the next step for you, right? Whatever that next step is. And the snake can also represent transformation and shedding an old skin, right? You guys are really becoming new versions of yourself right now. You guys really are going through a very heavy transformation. Just remember to give yourself some wow, I wanted to say multiple things there, like a pat on the back. You need to be patient with yourself. You need to get rest, right? Yeah. There's something about her being naked here too that I'm really drawn to. I feel like you guys are learning how to really just own your naked self, symbolically speaking. Like you really are learning how to fully be yourself during the time of this full moon. And that really does relate back to the throat chakra here too, and the solar plexus chakra. You also are going to have the strength here during this full moon to properly balance like your alone time, your healing time, and your social life and career. It's like you're going to have the strength to be able to do that. It's interesting how I'm wording it that way, but I wanted to word it that way for some reason. Yeah, we have the Two of Pentacles back out here at the bottom of the deck. That's interesting. Yeah, with the King of Wands, you guys definitely are working on balancing like major solar plexus chakra energy right now coming through. You guys really are trying to really see yourself as a leader, for those of you who desire that, or as a leader of your own life, like the star of your own movie. You guys are really trying to feel powerful, like this king here on his throne. To feel really powerful. Yeah, this full moon is really pushing you guys to be able to see yourself in that kind of light. Interesting. I just got a vibe here that it's like Spirit has a message for you guys, or something is coming for you guys. Interesting. This is a good thing. Yeah, it's like there's some kind of good outcome coming for you guys, or some kind of message. I'm getting that it's like you're going to be kind of in the middle of doing this balancing. How do I want to say this? Like, yeah, you're going to be in the middle of balancing your life, right? Like you're going to be in the middle of doing this kind of balance, like what we've been talking about, and you're just gonna be really focused on it. Like, look at him, so focused on these two coins. It's like, what's gonna happen with you guys? And then look, there's this dog coming up to him that he doesn't see with the little baggie. I feel like this dog here represents Spirit trying to give you guys a message. It's gonna like really shock you or something like that coming up, or this is going to be like an opportunity, like a career opportunity, or even like in your love life, like a person. Like this represents something major for you guys. It's coming up, and I feel like you guys are going to be so busy with your lives, with balancing yourself and working on career and your goals and hanging out with your friends, that you're not even going to see this coming. But it's coming, whatever this is. This is a good thing, whether or not it's an epiphany or a person. It's going to be an opportunity in some shape or form. Okay. Interesting. I feel like that's a reading in itself that I could be doing for you guys. Yeah. And look, he has the yin yang symbol on his hat. It's like you guys are really, yeah, again, it's that balance, like really just working on yourself here. Interesting. So I do just want to say this, just in case some of you guys might resonate with it. I clairaudibly just heard the song Because of You by Kelly Clarkson. I'm wondering if for some of you, you had a parent that initially betrayed you, or you had some kind of a disconnect with a parent for a certain reason for some of you guys. And I'm getting a feeling like you're going to get a deeper look into this during this full moon. Okay, in some shape or form. So let's get another pull. Okay, so Spirit, how is pile number 1 being affected by this full moon? Oh, wow. Okay, that's a lot. So let's see what we have. We have the World. But look, we also have the Page of Swords with it. I almost felt like the Page of Swords is a seeker in a way. Like they're a seeker. And I feel like you are seeking your world moment. Like you're seeking like, again, with the naked body, that's so interesting, right? You guys are really, really after being yourself. And you guys are really, really adjusting your mind here as well in order to accept or to bring in this new phase or chapter that's about to come into your life. Again, with the mountains here in the background, it's like Spirit really wants you guys to see how you can move mountains, how miracles can happen for you, and you can create them to happen for you, you guys, by believing in them and by believing in you. Your mind is really being prepared right now for this amazing opportunity or a new chapter for you guys to come in. And then we have the Three of Wands here as well. Yeah, again, it's all about just getting prepared for your new journey here with this Three of Wands. It's like you guys are about to jump off the cliff here. I feel like I'm almost getting like a Fool energy from this card this time. Like you guys embarking on a new journey. I do want to go to the last deck now. Alrighty, so Spirit, how is this full moon affecting pile number 1? Spirit, how is this full moon affecting? Yeah, take time to breathe out. That is that Hermit energy we were getting, you guys, where you need time to rest right now. You need time to heal. You need time to sit with yourself. You need to be cultivating like inner peace, right? Like connecting deeper with your inner peace. This card to me always just feels so peaceful whenever I see it. It just feels so cozy. Yeah, Spirit wants you guys to get that kind of cozy time with yourself, honestly. Maybe for you guys, some of you will need a massage or to meditate or, you know, cultivating these little things into your life or bringing them in. That's really going to help. You guys take time to breathe out, okay? We also have don't let your past hold you back. I'm getting a message that for some of you guys, this could be in your career or your love life. Your past can be, how do I want to word this? It's like certain fears may start coming to the surface around this time that you thought you healed, and they come from your past, and these fears are going to show up in your love life or career or something like that. And Spirit is saying, just don't let your past hold you back at this time. Notice the shadow, right? Notice the shadow and work with it from there, okay? Don't let that stop you. Don't let it stop you from, how do I want to say that? Like from going after your dreams. Don't let it stop you, in your relationship, if you have one, or from dating, or that could be anything. Just take that how it resonates for you. But I did just feel, I just feel like if you feel these fears coming up for you guys, don't just run with them, sit with them, and really just do some introspection, like with them, hold compassion for them, and heal, right? The shadows come up at the right time for us to take a look, okay? To move through them. Just don't let them hold you back. And then we have your commitment is being tested. Interesting. I'm going to look to the guidebook for this one, and let's see what's at the bottom of the deck. We have the answers you need are coming. And yeah, a win-win outcome is forecast, okay? But yeah, adjustments are required. This is interesting, yeah. And your dreams need a practical plan. It's like, I really think that you guys are really putting in the work on yourself to make adjustments within you and to balance yourself more. And that is a practical plan, you guys, for your dreams to come true. This is like everything that what we've been saying. I'm just going to shift these a little bit so I can see the words at the top. Okay. Okay, so for this card here, your commitment is being tested. It does say there could be some challenges coming your way, but there is just the universe's way of testing you. And the first quarter moon calls for you to face any hurdles with confidence. And I think that relates exactly to what we were just talking about with the shadows. So it's kind of like when these shadows do appear in your life, or like these fears, right? Or any element of your dark side that spirit wants you to take a look at. They're going to present themselves as a challenge, right? But I think that's what this card is trying to say. But it's like you guys have the strength to be able to move through them. Okay? And then for the answers that you need are coming. It says that this card is a reminder that it's important to speak your truth, but remember that your words have consequences and impact your listener. Right now, you need to guard against indiscretion. I think that's a really strong throat chakra message. And I think that's what you guys are realizing around the time of this full moon, is that like your words really truly impact people who are listening. And I think that you guys are something with your throat chakra around this full moon, with your heart chakra, like that combination where it's like you guys are learning to really be more outwardly compassionate. Like you guys are expressing your compassionate side more during this full moon. It's like you guys are really listening deeper. It's interesting. You guys are really learning that lesson right now about your words and how they impact people. But don't get scared here either, okay? Where it's like, don't feel like you need to be like walking on eggshells, right, around certain people because of that. I'm not saying that, but it's like your throat chakra, you know, like since it is improving around the time of this full moon, I do feel that it's like you guys are going to kind of have a better sense of the right words to say. There's some kind of upgrade here that's happening with you guys. Actually, okay, so I wanted to look up this win-win outcome is forecast really quick before we close the reading. So there is a little bit of a romantic message here that maybe some of you guys would like to hear if you are in a current connection, or, you know, dating somebody or in a relationship with somebody. Even if you're single, maybe it can relate. So it says here that the full moon in Libra is a sign of partnership, of falling in love, and of closely relating to someone else. Since full moons are about climaxes and conclusions, this card suggests you are either about to start a new relationship, or that an important existing relationship is changing somehow, perhaps coming to an end or moving to a new level of commitment. So yes, whether or not you are single, your love life around this full moon is also getting a shift. Okay, I just found it interesting how Spirit kind of left this love message for the last moment of this reading, like the last like couple minutes we have here, because and everything else was about you, right? It was about you improving and you working on yourself. So that is really the most important thing at this time, you guys, is you. It is. You are your first priority. So focus on yourself right now. But yes, there is a love message here. There is. I just like the order of the way Spirit did that, because it's kind of like, well, you know, love is important, but you are, you know, like you are so important. Pile number one. Put yourself first right now, okay? You are first right now. So anyway, yes, you guys are really attracting a balanced relationship here, or there is more balance being implemented in a current connection you already have, okay? It's interesting because we did kind of start the reading with me adjusting the camera and giving you that message, and about like perspectives that I was about to say higher perspectives. Yeah, the higher perspectives are bestowing on you more around the time of this full moon. You guys are getting perspective changes, and I think this is happening in your love life too, if some of you guys are already in a connection with somebody. It's interesting because here it does say in the additional meanings for this card, it says, see the other person through the eyes of love and it will change your perspective. I wonder if you guys are, since your heart chakra is improving around the time of this full moon and you are developing even more compassion, I think that this is really positively impacting your current connection with somebody right now. Okay, so maybe for some of you guys, expect romance to increase between you and somebody here. I'm sorry, wow, and somebody here. Why did I say that? Between you and somebody in your life, okay? Or, you know, if you're single, maybe expect some romance to come in just around the corner or even around the time of this full moon. Timing is going to look different there when it comes to love. I don't want to get too specific. But yeah, I do think that you guys, there is a love message here. Yeah, it also says here, perhaps coming to an end. For some reason, I didn't really feel that for this pile, but obviously you guys will feel in your intuition if a connection does have to end. Okay, like spirit will, I'm getting a spirit will lead you to that conclusion. Okay, if something does have to end. But for some reason, I really wasn't feeling it that way just now. I was feeling the majority of you guys here, something is increasing here with love right now, okay? So I'm going to leave this there. Have a very, oh, Spirit's also saying that, I was talking about career before with these cards, like about how adjustments are required for you guys to achieve your career goals, right? Like your dreams need a practical plan. This also goes for your love life too, okay? It really does. So I just wanted to throw that out there. But thank you so much, you guys, for tuning in today. Please like, comment, share, and subscribe if you enjoyed. And I do have an Instagram account. There's a link to it in my description box. I do want to increase the community on there. And just have a very blessed rest of your day. And I will see you next time. Bye-bye. All right. So if you guys chose pile number 2 here, this is going to be your reading today for how this full moon is going to be impacting you. And we are just going to go ahead and begin. So actually, just to give you guys a quick breakdown for how this reading will go, I am going to be pulling from 3 oracle decks. Then we are going to be getting into 2 tarot decks and finish up the reading with our last oracle deck, okay? And I do just want to say, just to take the messages that resonate and leave what doesn't. Always remember to do that, okay? So let's get into this. Spirit, how is pile number 2 being wow, I don't know what I was going to say there. How is pile number 2 being impacted by this current full moon? Spirit, how is pile number 2 being impacted by this current full moon? So, oh, this is interesting. We're getting the channeler. Your body is intuitive. Listen to it. We're getting crown chakra. Strengthen your spiritual practice. Connect to source. And we're getting celebration. It's already done. Celebrate your manifestation. That's interesting. I feel like with these 2 hearts here, there could be a love message here for you guys. That's interesting. But off the bat, this full moon is definitely impacting your intuition, you guys. For this full moon, it's connecting you more with your body. Maybe some of you guys are going to be inspired to kind of listen to your emotional body a little bit deeper. Like you're going to start to realize when you feel tense in a situation or when you feel relaxed, because that really does say a lot about whatever situation that you're in or circumstance or whatever's going on in your life, you know? And your crown chakra is definitely getting a major upgrade here. Maybe your connection to source or to God or to spirit is also increasing during the time of this full moon, but I do want some more information. We have closed door. It says it's time to move on. And we have career. It's time to pivot. Align your career with your purpose. Interesting. Sorry for the camera bump there. I wonder if for some of you guys, some of you, okay, not all of you, maybe not all of you, are going to want to change your career, or Spirit's going to give you a download through your crown chakra where they're encouraging you to consider what your dream career really looks like. And for some of you, this could mean that you are realizing that the current career that you're in now is not like your major destiny. It's not where you're truly meant to end up. It's like for some of you, Spirit does want you to consider that, yes, this current career that you're in is going to wind up being a closed door for you, especially as your destiny gets more and more revealed to you guys. That's interesting. I split the deck and we're also getting Phoenix. Surrender to transformation and rebirth. I wonder if pile number 2, if you guys are getting through, wow, why did I word it like that? Maybe some of you guys are going through a spiritual transformation of some kind. I don't know if some of you guys are at the beginning of your spiritual journey, while some others of you could be deeper in it. I just kind of felt like something here is changing between you and Spirit. It's like your relationship between you and Spirit is deepening. Or maybe some of you guys could even be having like a deeper awakening. Or again, if you're at the beginning of your journey, it's like you could be having a huge awakening for the first time. I feel like there's something with you and your spirituality that's getting a transformation. But I also feel like, and your intuition, it's like these things are transforming, they're getting deeper. I also feel like it's possible that your life is getting a transformation right now, pile number 2, with this full moon. I'm hearing that something is coming to fruition with you guys currently. Like something might be happening now for you guys that you've wanted. Maybe I did get a love vibe from this card. Maybe some of you guys, you are feeling like your love life is going well right now. That's not going to be for everyone. I'm going to continue getting cards actually. But I did just split the deck. Yeah, it says the owl. It says, listen to your inner voice. Wow, I was going to say intuition, but that's true too. I mean, your inner voice and your intuition are the same. It says, listen to your inner voice instead of other people's opinions. And it's interesting because we do have a full moon here in this background too. I think you guys with this full moon are learning to trust yourselves more. And you guys are starting to listen to your gut instincts a little bit more. Yeah, something with the crown chakra here. It's like Spirit is giving you guys a lot of messages or a lot of downloads around the time of this full moon. I'm also thinking maybe for some of you, it could be about your purpose. You could also be starting to realize again that whatever you're doing now is not where you're meant to end up, or maybe this current job for you right now is not for you at all. Only take that if it resonates, okay? But you're trusting yourself more. You're going... you're also listening to energy more as well. What I mean by that is instead of just listening to, I just heard your mind chatter. Yeah, instead of just listening to the mind or to the thoughts all the time, you actually are learning how to tune in deeper into the intuition and into your soul during this full moon, which is amazing. It's such a highly important thing to do. Let me move to the next deck here actually. I want more information for you guys. Spirit, Oh, wow. Look at this. It says the mind, like at the bottom of the deck before I start shuffling. I do pre-shuffle all of my decks before I begin my readings, and then I pull the cards on screen. So yeah, this is where this is at the bottom of the deck. It says the mind, openness, flexibility, imagination, and learning. This is a third eye chakra card. I actually feel like leaving this out. Yeah, intuition, trust, insight, awareness, and guidance. Your third eye chakra is getting an upgrade, you guys, during this full moon. It really is. And it's really impacting your mind. It's like you guys are going to be doing exactly like what I was just saying when it comes to like dropping deeper into your intuition, into the soul for your answers, rather than just going straight to the logical mind or to the thoughts. It's interesting, but no, I feel like your mind is getting a transformation. Pile number 2. Yeah, you're trusting yourself deeper. You're listening more to your inner guidance and spirit's guidance for you. Let's pull some cards. But yes, your third eye chakra is definitely getting impacted here. Spirit, how is pile number 2 going to be affected by, this current full moon? So how is pile number 2 going to be impacted by this current full moon? We're getting grounding. It says nature, presence, practicality, and stability. Root chakra coming through now. This is a chakra deck, by the way, it is. So we are obviously getting a deeper look into how your chakras are getting impacted. And we have desires at the bottom of the deck. It says goals, passion, craving, and fulfillment. Interesting with fulfillment here. Again, I do feel like for some of you guys, your love life is going really well right now, and you actually do feel fulfilled with what's happening right now. Maybe, yeah, I'm just getting a vibe that for some of you, this is true. Interesting. I do feel like we have the bottom chakras and the top chakras coming through for you guys during this reading. It's like your chakras are opening more. The higher ones, right, like the crown and the third eye, and then the lower ones, like the root and the sacral chakra here coming through. Hold on one second. This closed door can mean different things for you guys, by the way. It's not just about the career, okay? Obviously, if you love your job, you're not going to take the message that I said. Or you're going to realize that there's more to what you need to do, even within the field that you're in, than you currently realize. And you're about to start realizing this. Maybe you guys are also leaving the past more in the past during this full moon. It's like it's time to move on, right? Maybe even in your love life specifically, you're feeling that. It's like you no longer want to, I wanted to say even the words like being hung up on your past. It's like you guys are choosing to move forward now. It's interesting. It's like something feels like more of a closed door in your life. Maybe when it comes to love. I think your third eye is really showing you this as well. That certain, whatever doors that need to be closed for you need to be closed. Even if it's just like for your connection to your past or something. Yeah, it's kind of like with this bird here kind of flying into the light here. And there's all this kind of like darkness and shadows over on this end, to be honest. It's like you guys are this white bird, and this represents your past, and this is you moving forward and moving on. So I wonder if you guys are doing more healing around the time of this full moon regarding your past. It's like, yeah, I'm hearing like you're letting bygones be bygones, and you're mentally closing doors in your head when it comes to thinking about certain exes or certain experiences. Maybe not even in just the love life. This is just kind of like an example because we were just talking about it, but this can get deeper than that too. But yeah, it's like you're leaving behind your exes more. You're getting more detached from them, I think. And I think you're detaching from your past more as a whole anyway. And this full moon is encouraging you guys to, I'm I'm getting chills. It's like this full moon is kind of like encouraging you guys to focus on your current desires, like what you're like the things in your life that you're currently passionate about. Maybe for some of you guys, a little bit of an 18 plus message here. Maybe even some of you guys are, for example, like having sex again if you haven't had sex for a while. You're feeling, you might actually even be feeling more sexy and beautiful too around the time of this full moon. But yeah, I feel like Spirit's just trying to really get you guys to really enjoy what you have now. And yeah, that's how you guys can be, you know, more happy, is being more in the present moment. And that also, yes, does require you to be more detached from your past. And it does require you to do more grounding as well. This full moon for you guys is definitely going to be giving you guys some grounding energy into your life at this time. Right? It says the word presence here. You guys might be feeling less, how do I want to say this? Like constantly putting yourself into the future, like, or remembering the past. It's like, no, like you guys are really trying to be in the here and now. Maybe some of you will even be feeling called to get out into nature for this full moon. I split the deck and we have responsibility here. Oh my God, look, sexuality. See, I knew I felt something 18 plus for some of you guys. Yeah, maybe you guys are connecting more with your sensuality around the time of this full moon too, whether or not you are having sex, okay? I'm getting that some of you guys might even have like a new love interest or something like new that's blooming, or like a new relationship happening. I'm hearing that you're happy with. Anyway, not everybody's going to take that. But yeah, interesting. We have the solar plexus chakra coming through here too. We have the word fulfillment here 2 times, right? Self-discipline, empowerment, reliability, and fulfillment. Sorry if I skipped over this card just now. I don't remember if I like, if I mentioned what this card says, but I am now. Okay, so there's something about your goal. Ooh, sorry for the camera bump. There's something about your goals here too. Again, it's like some of you guys are realizing that you have more goals for your life than you thought. Like something's deepening and expanding, and your third eye is showing you this. And your crown chakra is showing you this. Like it's like you guys are getting a lot of messages from Spirit around this time regarding what it is that you truly want and what it is that you are truly passionate about, and how your passions are expanding, right? Yeah, maybe your solar plexus chakras are also getting an upgrade too at this time. I do feel like a lot of you guys are, yeah, like all of your chakras are getting upgrades. So you're going to start to feel even more balanced inside than you have been in the past. Self-discipline. That's interesting. I wonder if some of you guys are doing more introspection around this full moon too, where you're working on yourself. Maybe some of you guys are going to be feeling more empowered too around the time of this full moon. Anyway, I want to move forward to the next deck, but it's so interesting how we had all bottom, like, bottom 3 chakras come out for you guys here. We had all of them come out for you. So, okay. Spirit, how is pile number 2 being impacted by this current full moon? Spirit, how is pile number 2 being impacted by this current full moon? Something about sharing here too, by the way. I think you guys are starting to become more vulnerable, maybe even with friends, or again, like with a love interest or somebody you're currently seeing or dating. It's like something, you're becoming more vulnerable or something. Like you're sharing your emotions more. You're in a way you're sharing yourself more. Oh, I'm not going to take those actually. Sphere, how is pile number 2 being impacted by this full moon? Maybe for some of you too, by the way. Your third eye might even be showing you that there is somebody you want. For those of you who are single, it's like maybe there's somebody around the time of this full moon that you are being drawn to. Or again, it's like if you are currently seeing somebody, you're just being more drawn to them now than you have before. Okay, so we have the Maiden. And we have Self. Interesting. I'm kind of getting like some feminine energy from these cards here with the two women here, young women that are present. I'm not sure 100% why this song came through, but I just heard Clairaudiently Enchanted by Taylor Swift. I heard This Night is Sparkling, Don't You Let It Go. I wonder if that relates to a couple things here. Yes, that is a love song. So again, it goes back to that love message that is like maybe you guys are actually really feeling like more feelings. I'm getting butterflies for somebody now. You know, you have a crush on somebody or you're currently dating somebody and that's getting an upgrade. So it feels like your nights are starting to sparkle. Even without the love message here, just the line like this night is sparkling, like even if you're single, you can still feel that energy. Like you can still feel so happy and in the present moment that, you know, your nights can still feel that way, if you know what I mean. So we do have, oh, I think this is the 10 of air at the bottom of the deck. See how all the chakras are highlighted here? And we have this fire coming off of this person. So it's interesting. I do feel like, yeah, it's like all of your chakras are getting a boost during this full moon. And there's something about fire energy for you guys here with this full moon. Like maybe, again, it's like you feel passionate towards somebody. Again, whether or not you're single. And it's like you're starting to feel, I'm getting the word ignited. It's like something's being ignited here for you guys during this full moon. Yeah, it's like deeper feelings for somebody, but it's also like maybe, again, like with the career thing, you're starting to realize more and more what you're truly passionate about for some of you. Or like your passions are just getting expanded. Like there's something about fire energy with passion for you guys for this reading. Yeah, split the deck and we have healing here as well. Oh, I grabbed the card beneath it. What is it? Oh, the Mother. That's interesting. There is so much feminine energy here. I wonder if, for some of you guys, whether or not you are a man or a woman, your inner divine feminine energy, I'm hearing is increasing or is healing. I'm getting that for a lot of you guys, you're getting more in tune with your compassionate side and your heart. Like there's something about your heart that's really healing at this time. Maybe for some of you guys, you are currently dating somebody who is helping your heart heal by them just being themselves, okay? For others of you, I do just think that, yeah, it's like your feminine energy is healing. I think you're receiving more in some shape or form right now. Or it's like this full moon is getting you prepared to receive even more. Yeah, it's interesting because there is a light at her chest space here. I do feel like we didn't have the heart chakra come out for you guys with the with this deck we were pulling from or the other deck, but I do feel heart chakra energy here for you guys too. Yeah, your heart chakra is healing somehow during this full moon here, you guys. I almost feel like for some of you guys, you are, again, in a relationship or a connection that's really inspiring. your heart chakra to begin to balance more or to strengthen more. But regardless of that, all of you guys, I think, are getting a heart chakra upgrade too at this time. I feel like the fire element is really helping with this too, for somehow. It's really interesting. I'm going to go to the guidebook for a few of these. Correction, this is the 10 of fire. I call this the 10 of air, and then I started going on about all this fire energy. Yeah, it's definitely fire, that's for sure. So, okay, for the maiden here, it does say some of these keywords here. Look, sexuality, that keyword is back out. I seriously think that a lot of your, like your inner feminine energy is healing right now, you guys. It says fertility, independence, self-esteem, and confidence, right? Self-exploration. It says follow your dreams. This first paragraph here, it says, the maiden walks an unfamiliar path, but does so with confidence and grace. She has been taught by those around her that it is not selfish or conceited to follow her dreams and actively work to manifest her goals and desires. She does so without needing permission from anyone. You know, I think that's really interesting, is I think that Spirit is really encouraging you guys to go down a unique path. Okay, and I think that some of this is going to start to get revealed during this full moon, or Spirit is just like preparing you for this unfamiliar path that you're going to be walking down. It's interesting. And Spirit is just like reminding you guys that like just to go for it, just to walk down the unfamiliar road, or the road less traveled by, right? Like even if you guys do feel like you already have been doing that, I'm telling you there's going to be some other road that's gonna open up for you too, that Spirit's gonna ask you to travel down another like unfamiliar road. Yeah, Spirit's just saying please follow your dreams, and please also I wanted to say, like, Spirit wants you guys to feel more empowered and more worthy of achieving really big things too. Yeah, even the card self here like says I am. It says identity, self-realization, self-manifestation, center, peace, and acceptance. Yeah, it says this card, it signifies the importance of establishing a unique and individual identity that is free of definitions and labels and embraces unlimited potential. It's interesting. I wonder if you guys, yeah, it's like you guys are getting a deep transformation, aren't you? Like around the time of this full moon, it's like you guys are learning about yourselves more. Maybe you are detaching from old labels that you've given yourself as you are going deeper within yourself during this full moon. It's really interesting what's going on with you guys right now. See right here, it says identity is fluid and changing. Yeah, that's exactly what I was just saying. I think you guys are going through, again, like it's like you guys are going through more of an awakening right now. So yeah, it's like your identity or the way you've perceived yourself is starting to shift here with this full moon, and maybe what you desire a bit is starting to shift here with this full moon. Yeah, so the 10 of fire, it does say here, again, it's like mastery, evolution, and enlightenment, right? Interesting. So we had the word responsibility here too, right? And then it also says here, take responsibility for your actions. That's really interesting. I wonder if some of you guys, I wonder if, so some of you might not resonate with this. I wonder if some of you guys are taking more accountability for your actions lately, or it's like something is changing within your ego, where some more of your ego is also falling away for you guys with this full moon. Yeah, as you guys are getting deeper into the heart space, and as your heart chakra is healing, also your guard is coming down. Also your ego is beginning to Lessen. Yeah, I think that's the word that I'm trying to use here. It's like your energy is really going to start to feel like I'm getting like more free and more vibrant, because there is negative energy that is being released with you guys currently. Yeah, you're getting healing here. I think something about you guys is actually becoming softer. It's like you're dropping into more softer, more feminine energy, whether or not you are a man or a woman, which is great. Because we all have divine feminine and masculine aspects, you know, within all of us. But yes, as this card is about knowing yourself and using that knowledge and understanding to bring you all that you need and desire with that same level of skill, precision, and craftsmanship. Yeah, exactly. You guys are like knowing yourselves deeper around the time of this full moon. And I think you guys are taking more responsibility somehow over your destiny. It's really interesting. It's like you're starting to realize that you really do have the tools within you to create whatever reality that you want to create. Okay, I'm going to move forward to the tarot now. Again, remember to take the messages that resonate and leave what doesn't. Oh, let me adjust this. There we go. Okay. Let's begin. So Spirit, how is pile number 2 being affected by the full moon? Spirit, how is pile number 2 being affected by this full moon? Oh yeah, more fire energy here. Oh my gosh, the Empress. This card always reminds me of the Empress whenever I see the Mother come out. Anyway, wow, look at this. So we have the Empress. We have the Two of Cups. And we have the Knight of Wands. Wow, look, there's a little full moon on this card too. That's so interesting. I like to see that. Yeah, there's something about this full moon for you guys that is really, really helping you birth an improved love life, I have to say, or closer friendships, closer connections. Really interesting. It's like there's something about this full moon that's really sparking your inner passion or your inner fire, or even for those of you who are in a relationship or you're dating somebody or something, it's like your relationship is getting more of a spark now, or you're feeling more of a spark for this person. Some of you might be discovering that you have a crush on somebody even, or that you have feelings for somebody, and it's like you're no longer, I'm getting the word hiding. It's like you're no longer hiding this within yourself or want to hide this within yourself. Interesting. 8 of Swords at the bottom of the deck with the Star. This is interesting. I want to take both. I'm getting such healing energy coming from the Star card for you guys. Coming from it. Yeah, it's like this is what the full moon is doing for you guys. It's like if you're okay, there's like, this is going really deep here for you guys, this 8 of Swords. I can feel it. There's like many messages here, because do you see how this woman is being bound and tied up by like these crows? Okay, this is like symbolic of your mind, and each crow for me is like symbolic of something that was going on within your mind or within you that was making you feel tied up in some shape or form. So this could look like an attachment to the past, not letting go of the past deeply enough. Okay, it can look like that. It can even be like a blocked heart chakra, for example. Certain fears that were playing with you, like all of these kind of examples. You don't have to resonate with the ones I gave, but just examples, right? Those can really make you feel out of balance, or like your mind is out of balance. And now it's kind of like there's this energy coming in with this full moon where your mind is really being worked on. Your chakras are being worked on. Like there's major healing that's getting done here with this full moon for you guys. I'm wondering if even for some of you guys, if you felt like in a, how do I want to say this? Maybe in a romantic connection, you guys weren't opening up enough or being vulnerable enough. And now the full moon is coming in to, I'm getting to shatter this. Because Spirit is saying now it's time. It's time for you to be vulnerable. It's time to let your ego at the door. You know, it's time for your love life to be upgraded here. Yeah, it's like if you, for example, too, if you have somebody in mind that you have not yet approached, now all of a sudden you might, you know, for an example, feel the need to approach them. Or even for you guys who want to attract somebody new into your life, now it's like you feel more available to do this because you're releasing fears and you're detaching from your past more. It's really interesting. This fire energy is really giving you guys a transformation. Like I feel like you guys are getting a lot of fire energy during this full moon. And the fire energy is really impacting you. Like it's really causing such a deep transformation for you guys right now. Yeah, even if you guys can't take the love messages that I just gave, I can really see you guys getting closer with your friends now too, and realizing how deeply you love your friends, and you guys getting more vulnerable with your friends and even more affectionate. I think with this full moon too, you are being encouraged to see yourselves in a higher light too. And it's like there's this self-love here that's being encouraged. Right? Like doubts about yourself can also be one of these crows here that have been holding you back, okay? And these things are starting to get cleared with this full moon as this healing energy comes in, as this hope energy is moving in. I feel like you guys are feeling more hopeful, more optimistic even. Let's get one more pull from this deck. Spirit, how is pile number 2 being affected by this current full moon? Oh no! I just realized that there is a card in here that should not be here. That's from the next deck that we're going to be using. That's interesting that that was there. Oh my gosh. I don't think I have any more in there. Okay. Actually, you know what? I feel like that was kind of my cue to move on to the next deck. I'm just going to do that. Let me give this another shuffle. Okay, Spirit, how is pile number 2 being affected by this current full moon? Spirit, how is pile number 2 being affected? Oh my gosh. Look at that. 10 of Cups and the Page of Swords. It's like your mind is starting to become even more prepared to have major happiness come into your life. Yes, for a lot of you, this is going to be your love life. Like whether or not you're single, whether or not you're already seeing somebody or you currently like somebody, it's like your mind is getting you prepared to accept true love. Okay? And it's like your mind is becoming more loving. I feel like as love grows within you during this full moon, your mind is getting a transformation on top of that. It's like, yeah, something like that's going on. Let's see. Oh my goodness. I'm getting a song, clairaudiently. I'm getting, I Can't Fight This Feeling Anymore. I forget who it's by, but it's like, for some of you guys, okay, some of you guys who do like somebody right now, whether or not this is a crush that you haven't yet confessed feelings to, or this is somebody you are currently seeing, it's like something here is really about to shift there. It's like you can't fight this feeling anymore. It's like some of you guys are either going to like confess feelings to somebody, or you're going to like confess feelings in your relationship. Like, yeah, it's so interesting. It's like you guys are really trying to go after something in your love life right now for a lot of you. If you are completely single and you don't have anybody in mind, I mean, I do think that you are just still preparing for love to come in. But Eight of Cups is here with the Knight of Wands and the Ace of Cups. It's like you guys are, with this Knight of Cups, it's like you're leaving something behind. Yeah, with this Eight of Cups. This can be like old fears that were within you, or ego, or things that were holding you back from running to someone. It's really interesting. Or from deepening a current connection. Yeah, Knight of Wands is out now 2 times. So much fire energy here with that. It's like with this Knight of Wands moving towards this Eight of Cups, it's like you guys are finally moving towards, I want to say, opening your heart chakra deeper, okay? Like, besides the love messages that are currently coming out, it's like you guys are choosing to leave behind certain fears, and you're making certain adjustments within yourself in order for you guys to open your heart chakra more. Whether or not it's already open, it's you're getting this to strengthen. And you guys are preparing for a new relationship. For those of you who are completely single, it's like you're kind of like deciding like, no, I'm ready. I do want this. I do want to go. I want to start to manifest this in more now. But yeah, for those of you who have somebody in mind, yes, this can be you going for a new relationship, or to, you know, be more vulnerable with somebody, things like this that are going on, okay? Yeah, there's just so many things going on within this pile for this reading. It goes back to this Phoenix card where I was saying, like, you guys are getting an inner transformation, and so is your life. Like, didn't I say like career and love, right? Like, I wouldn't be surprised if something was changing within both for you guys during this full moon. Does not have to be, or just like some new perspectives are being like cultivated, or they're being discovered during the time of this full moon regarding either your love life or career, or both. You're definitely getting more in touch with your passionate side for sure for this full moon. I actually want to go to the last deck now. Spirit, how is pile number 2 being affected by this current full moon? Spirit, how is pile number 2 being affected by this current full moon? We're getting a time for healing. Yes. 100%. I think your mind is really getting some healing. You are getting healing. Yeah, this is great. I think this is really going to impact your life in a very positive way, this full moon. And have faith in your dreams is at the bottom of the deck. Yes, exactly. It's time to release negativity. And look at all this purple, like, with these cards. This is reminding me of the crown chakra, right? Which was one of our very first cards. I think I already said this too, that you guys are releasing negative energy. Maybe you guys are specifically releasing negative energy within the crown chakra, and you are letting source influence you more, like you're letting God in more. For a lot of you, I think you guys are just really trying to release negativity more as a whole in your life. You know, all the examples that I gave when I was going over this Eight of Swords card here. Spirit is really working on your mind right now. Yes, Scorpio energy. They say that this energy is like the death card in the tarot, which is also about like a heavy transformation. So you guys are definitely going through a very heavy transformation, and you're going through things like more of like an ego death, or more like certain thoughts and fears are dying and falling away. You know, this kind of like symbolic death is happening within you guys with this full moon. Like closed door, like it's like you're leaving behind certain attitudes, I'm getting, that you need to leave behind in order for you guys to achieve certain dreams as well, including your love life, like what we've been talking about. If you guys do truly desire true love and happiness in that aspect of your life. So I felt like have faith in your dreams can be talking about your love life dreams, right? To have faith in them. And now, yes, I'm getting like the star card, like what I was talking about before, where it's like you guys are starting to become more optimistic about life, and maybe about your love life in particular, right? It's like you're starting to have faith in your dreams more, in those kind of dreams more, with this full moon. So yes, those fears around love are falling away. Yeah, look, there's a little butterfly here too. Yeah, butterflies are also symbolically, you know, like they represent um growth and transformation. I was going to say too, maybe some of you guys are going to be believing in yourselves a little bit deeper, maybe when it comes to achieving certain goals and career goals. I think you're just having more faith in your dreams as a whole for this full moon here. Yeah, even in the guidebook for this card, it says, overall, this card suggests there is every reason to be hopeful for a very positive outcome to the situation you're asking about. So keep the faith. Yeah, I think that no matter what, you guys, like, there's good things coming for you, okay? There are good things coming for you. Do you want to get one more pull from this deck here? Spirit, anything else you'd like pile number 2 to know about how this full moon will be impacting them? Oh, yes. Conclusions are within reach, and expect powerful change. So awesome, you guys. Yeah, I'm getting this message again where it's like, maybe some of you guys have been hiding feelings, or you guys, not even necessarily just that for everybody here. Maybe only some of you could take that, but maybe like hiding more of your vulnerable side or something like this. I'm just kind of seeing like this moon here behind these trees, and the trees kind of remind me of like prison bars, symbolically speaking. And this moon for me kind of represents you. And it's kind of like, I think you guys are about to come out of your shell more. I think you guys are about to, again, like your heart chakra is strengthening and you're releasing fears. So you're going to start to get closer with people around you even more. You're going to feel inspired to be more vulnerable, things like this. So a couple things with these cards here. I just looked to the guidebook. For conclusions are within reach, it actually mentions a closed door again. It says full moon eclipse, and just like that, a door slams shut. If you've pulled this card, it suggests that the situation you're asking about is about to reach a peak, or just has done so, and things are now out of your hands. It says allow events to unfold and be easy on yourself. So that's interesting. Yeah, I wonder if this is just, again, you guys continuing to close the door on your past. Although take what resonates for you guys here on a personal level. If something is meant to close right now in your life, you know, you guys might be realizing that at this time, okay? Some of you, it could have to do with career or a job or something like that, that's shifting. And then with this expect powerful change card, it does say that this is a card of beginnings and there are powerful energies at work. But be prepared, it could be quite a ride, and events now could be jarring and uncomfortable. So So it's true that like change doesn't always feel the most comfortable, right? And it takes courage to be vulnerable. That's not comfortable, you know? Like, going down the road less traveled in some shape or form, whether or not that's like a career that's less traveled, or, spirituality, like getting deeper into that. Like those are roads that are less traveled. Like that's not easy to do, to go down those roads. So that could feel a little bit uncomfortable at first, right? But yeah, there are beginnings that are happening. Like, I want to say new beginnings happening within you, like fresh perspectives, that kind of a thing. And there are powerful energies around you guys at this time. So expect major change within your actual life and within yourself for this full moon here. Yeah, as these two cards both say, just let things unfold at this time. Yeah, this card says that too right here. I don't know how to say that word, like seed. Seed, control, and let events unfold. Exactly. Your egos are starting to fall away a little bit deeper. Just let things happen. Just let things flow. Okay, I'm gonna leave this there. Thank you guys so much for tuning in today. Please like, comment, share, and subscribe. And you can follow me on Instagram if you'd like. I want to increase the community on there. So I do have a link in the description box of this video for my Instagram. So you can go follow me on there if you'd like. But otherwise, have a very blessed rest of your day. And I will see you guys next time. Bye-bye. All right. So if you guys chose pile number 3 here, this is going to be your reading for how this current full moon is going to be affecting you. Just to give you guys a quick breakdown for how this reading will go, I am going to be pulling from 3 oracle decks. Then we're going to be moving on to 2 tarot decks before finishing our reading with our last oracle deck. I am just going to jump into today's reading, but please keep in mind just to take the messages that resonate and leave what doesn't. And remember, if you do not resonate with this pile, or the majority of it, right, you can always check out another pile, okay? So let's just jump into this. Spirit, how is pile number 3 being affected by this current full moon? Spirit, how is pile number 3 being affected by this current full moon? Oh, we have higher self coming through. It says, your life purpose is calling. Interesting. And we have healing guide. It says, focus on your health. Choose it above all else. I am going to keep this out. And look here, it says synchronicity. And obviously this says destiny right on it. And it says, you were on the right path. Everything is coming together. Really interesting. I wonder if some of you guys watching this pile, by the way, don't take this if it doesn't resonate. This is very specific, but if you're meant to be like a Reiki practitioners, or even somebody who wants to go into the medical field, like I just see something with the hands here, maybe even what came into mind just now is being a masseuse, okay, or creating something with the hands, something like that. But anyway, that's very specific. I think a lot of you guys are currently feeling around the time of this full moon that you guys have a higher purpose, or you guys have a big destiny of some kind. I just got drawn into this card here, how you see how this person is here sitting, but then there's all these sparkles and energy going on around her. And I feel like there's an energy kind of swirling around you guys around the time of this full moon that's basically telling you that, like, you do have a higher purpose. You do have a major destiny. And it's coming up here again. I think Spirit is trying to get you guys to trust around the time of this full moon that everything will come together for you. And with these feathers right here, I feel like there are angels who are on top of the situation. They are guiding you towards the right path. Maybe some of you guys, okay, this is what I'm getting for some of you. It's like you're currently walking on this path, right? Let's say you're walking down this path here and you think you're going to wind up going straight still or this way, but all of a sudden things are going to just take like maybe a dramatic turn. Like there's something that's going to pop up in your fate that you're not going to see coming. It's really interesting. It's almost like the vibe that's like you've been down this particular career path, or you've been working this job, and then all of a sudden you get a major opportunity coming from somewhere else, and all of a sudden your career is completely different, or something really highly changed. Like maybe even that new opportunity has to do with the field that you want to go into, but there's something very unexpected here that might be coming for some of you guys. I'm not sure if it's coming around the time of the full moon. I'm not saying that. I am saying that you guys can feel that this is coming soon, okay? Not necessarily given a specific time frame yet, but it could be soon. Yeah, especially if spirit is sending these energies around you during this full moon that are telling you that something like this is on the way. That is what I'm feeling like from this. I think currently this full moon is getting you to focus on your health, like what this card says. It's almost as though spirit is saying, like, yes, this is coming, this is on the way, you're starting to feel this, you are starting to sense that there is going to be a shift coming along the way. But currently, this full moon is really encouraging you to focus on your mental health, your physical health, your spiritual health at this time. Okay, that is your, getting primary. It's your primary focus right now. Choose it above all else. Exactly. Ooh, I'm getting chills. Did some of you guys just recently get a Reiki session done, actually? Or do you want a Reiki session done? I feel like if you guys are, if you're open to getting a Reiki session, I think that this will really help your healing at this time, if you are open to that, okay? Even like a distant Reiki if you want, if you know somebody from far away who gives Reiki, okay? And that's not me advertising. I do Reiki. I am a Reiki practitioner, but I'm not, I'm only just practicing still for now. I'm not offering sessions quite yet, but I will let you guys know when I do. Okay. But that's what I felt just now. It's interesting. I feel like I want to get another pull from this deck before moving forward. Spirit, how is this current full moon affecting pile number 3? Spirit, how is this current full moon affecting pile number 3? Okay, we have fire coming through. It says, indulge in your passion. Spirit is lighting a fire under your ass. Wow. I kind of just got a vibe that actually, I think that spirit is getting you to move energetically right now. Like there's might be something shifting within you that for some of you maybe has not had a shift in a while. Maybe passion is actually trying to return back into your life at this time. Maybe for some of you, this could be in the form of like a new relationship coming in, or just you getting really heavily involved in something creative or some kind of new project, or there's something that you're passionate about, or someone who you're passionate about that's needing your attention at this time, I think. It's like spirit is getting your energy to move. That's exactly what I felt just there. Yes. Maybe also for some of you, spirit is trying to get you guys to see something within you that needs to be healed at this time. I'm getting the word dormant. That's been kind of like dormant, as in like, this is something that needed to be healed or needs to be healed within you that maybe you didn't fully realize was there, or you didn't realize needed another look and you knew it was there. So that's kind of the energy I'm getting a little bit from this reading. We do have a root chakra at the bottom of the deck. It says, ground into the earth, be present in your body. Interesting. It's like spirit really wants you guys to really connect with the fire element at this time, and also to ground, right? So the fire element is highly transformative. So I think that spirit and this full moon are really pushing for you to have a transformation at this time. And maybe they're also creating, or they're the full moon is really trying to create a major spark within you right now. It's interesting. Maybe this is a spark for life as a whole. I don't know if some of you guys have been struggling lately with a little bit of depression or just feeling off. That could be the case for some of you guys as well. But Spirit is trying to, I'm getting the word ignite. Spirit is trying to ignite your passion and your fire energy, like for life again. It's interesting. I do think that at this time too, a focus for you guys, something that's coming through with this full moon, is grounding. Your root chakra needs your attention, you guys. This is what this seems like. Even if you do feel like this chakra is healthy for you, I think Spirit is trying to get your root chakra to strengthen during the time of this full moon. And I think I said this for pile number 2 also, or was it pile 1? I don't remember, but I keep using the word spirit as though, like, obviously this is a full moon reading, so we're talking about how the full moon is affecting you guys, but Spirit uses the full moon and uses those energies to impact you. So I may switch back and forth like that with my language, okay, where I'm talking about what Spirit is doing and not just the full moon, okay? Just throwing that out there. But pretty much, do you see how there's this tree in the background here, and the roots are really strong, and they are, you know, there's so many roots, branches are, gosh, I'm losing my wording, tree trunks here, just going straight into the earth. This is like a really strong tree, and Spirit really wants you guys to feel that way at this time in your life, like really very grounded in who you are, feeling safe and secure in who you are. Trusting yourself, and also staying in the present moment, because staying in the present moment is what creates happiness, essentially. Anyway, what we have at the bottom of the deck is also celebration. It says it's already done. Celebrate your manifestation. That's interesting. I think pile number 2 also got this card here. And look, Phoenix. It says surrender to transformation and rebirth. That's exactly what I was saying. The phoenix, the bird itself, is fire energy. Yeah, so these are definitely connected here for sure, but that's exactly what I was saying. Is I think that you guys are going through a transformation right now before Spirit decides to give you this turn or this twist of fate that's coming up for you guys. That's exciting. This is interesting though, celebration. I wonder if some of you guys, when it comes to manifesting, this full moon is trying to get you to see how, or really to feel how you have a big destiny, or this turn of a fate is coming, and Spirit and the moon, right? It's like they're trying to get you to see that it is already done in the future. It's done, like it's yours. I think that, you know, Spirit is really trying to get you guys to see that. I also wonder if for some of you, if you are currently seeing a manifestation come to life now. Okay, so pay attention to that if you feel like this is for you. With the hearts here, I know for pile number 2, I was feeling there was something in their love life that's shifting right now. Could be the same for some of you in this pile, okay? Especially if some of you were also drawn to pile number 2. Just throwing that out there, because they had this whole message too about transformation. I wonder if they got this exact card too, actually. But anyway, maybe some of you guys are with that pile. Maybe consider that a little bit. Yeah, I split the deck and we have the Chemist. It says, craving something new, adjustments are happening. Yeah, I do feel like there is something currently shifting in your life. For some of you guys, it's like you're starting to see something come to life, or some kind of manifestation start to happen for you now. Yeah, that's the way that feels. And to me, this felt like career in the near future, or in the future. But yeah, don't take that if it doesn't resonate, but I do feel that that way for some of you guys, that something in your life is actually shifting right now. And we also have open door at the bottom of the deck. It says, say yes to new opportunities. Interesting. Yeah, Hawk, change your perspective. Wow, I feel like this deck is really trying to talk to you guys today. I think, yeah, it's like There is some kind of open door happening for you now. It's like, sure, like maybe this career change or whatever it is that's gonna come in your near future, that's going to really, you know, shock you and change a lot of things. But I feel like there's something opening for you now. To say yes to new opportunities. I wonder if this is in your love life, you guys, for a lot of you, that you have a new opportunity currently with somebody, or you're building something with somebody now, or it's only going to be for some of you. For others of you, this open door might be like a door opening like to your healing as well. I'm getting a feeling that for a lot of you guys too, like this card says, change your perspective. You guys are definitely getting perspective changes happening around the time of this full moon. I wouldn't be surprised if this was happening in your love life in some shape or form. Maybe for some of you guys, Spirit is actually saying that, you know, around the time of this full moon, if you are truly craving, for example, like a future spouse or a lifelong partner, see it in your future as already done. See it as this is going to happen. Okay, and maybe for some of you, you're not used to that energy, so it's going to take you to have a little bit of a change of perspective here. Right, I do think that's for some of you, but I think this change of perspective here, all these perspective changes going on, like with your own healing, like within yourself, the way you view yourself, the way you even view a person. Yeah, there's like so many different perspective changes going on right now with you guys. I do feel like, see, look, third eye chakra, visualize the outcome when I split the deck. That's exactly what I was saying, you guys. It's time for you guys to visualize. Oops, sorry for the camera bump. It's time for you guys to visualize fully that this major destiny is on the way. It's going to be in your future, right? And if you do want true love, that's going to be in your future too. And like visualize this coming true for you, okay? I think that'll help the manifestation process here as well. But of course, I think your main priority at this time, you know, like is to focus on yourself and your healing. You know, balancing the chakras. The third eye chakra actually might be important for you guys here too during the time of this full moon. It's like improving or upgrading or something like this. Let's continue on to the next deck. This is the Chakra Insight Oracle. So we are going to get another peek into the chakras for you, for how they're being affected during this full moon. So Spirit, how is pile number 3 being affected by this full moon? Spirit, how is pile number 3 being affected by this full moon? Interesting. The first thing I see here is this third eye card. This is a third eye card in this deck, and it says dreams. It says messages, signs, symbols, and guidance. I wonder if, yeah, it's almost as though Spirit really is giving you guys a lot more messages and a lot more signs that are really pointing you maybe to the right people, or like in your love life. And outside of that, maybe Spirit is also really pointing you or showing you that you do have a big destiny. And so Spirit is like stirring up these feelings within you that are related to that. Maybe I wouldn't be surprised if a lot of you guys are getting extra signs and synchronicities currently and extra guidance from Spirit. So definitely keep a lookout for this. And it's interesting because don't you see how there's like the lunar cycle here, and look, on his third eye is the full moon. Yeah, you guys' third eye is definitely getting an upgrade during this time, and I feel like because of that, you are going to be tuning into more signs and more messages from Spirit that you need to hear at this time. So pay attention to your everyday life. Also pay attention to what's happening in your mind. Like pay attention to see if you're receiving any messages or impressions from Spirit, or like in your intuition, things like this. Spirit's going to be giving you guys extra guidance during this full moon, I do feel like. And we also have throat chakra. Wow, okay, so yeah, your throat chakra is also improving. I wonder if Spirit is getting you guys to push yourself at this time to work on your throat chakra in some shape or form. Maybe for some of you guys, this will look like you being more vulnerable with friends or with a love interest or with family, right? That's kind of the way I was feeling just there. It's like spirit is working on your throat chakra with this full moon. And look, we have another throat chakra card at the bottom of the deck. It says expression, assertiveness, self-control, and direction. Maybe for some of you guys, it's been a long time coming that maybe some of you have had an underactive throat chakra or an overactive throat chakra, right? Like I'm just seeing, for some of you anyway, that there's this path that this turtle has been walking on. And I feel like it's been a very long, slow path for you guys to balancing this chakra for a lot of you. But Spirit is giving you a push during this full moon for this chakra to start getting more healthy. So you might find yourself expressing yourself in certain ways that you haven't before. Maybe the people around you might even subtly or directly push you to expressing yourself more to them in certain situations, okay? I think that Spirit is trying to get you guys to be like more vulnerable and more yourself. Oh, I split the deck and we have another chakra. We have another throat chakra card. It says music, silence, and rhythm and vibration. It says sound. I wonder if for some of you, Spirit is going to be giving you signs through music, like through lyrics that you hear. It could, for example, this can be like you could be listening to a particular song, like on your playlist or on the radio or, you know, Apple Music, Spotify, whatever, or however you listen to your music. And then all of a sudden this one lyric or this one song will really stand out to you, and the lyrics will stand out to you, and there could be a message for you there. Okay, so I feel like that's coming through for some of you guys, so just pay attention. But maybe some of you guys will be connecting deeper with music around this time too, as your throat chakra opens, because the throat chakra is connected to sound, okay, including music. So I know, for example, like I love music, right? Like I'm also a musician, and I've always loved music. But when my throat chakra in my personal life started improving, my connection to music got even deeper, and I felt it even more. It was like actually astounding to me and very beautiful. So I wonder if you guys are going to start to be going through some of that as well, especially for those of you who have had a blocked throat chakra. But anyway, even if you guys haven't had a blocked throat chakra, I think that Spirit is still just trying to strengthen this chakra for this pile, okay? Even if it is already open, just about getting it stronger. Okay, I want to actually move to the next deck here. Spirit, how is this full moon affecting pile number 3? Spirit, how is this full moon? Oh, here we go. We have emotion and intellect. This is a water element card in this deck. I wonder if a part of, okay, I feel like a part of what this full moon is doing for you guys is helping you balance your mind and your heart, or rather your intellect and your emotion, okay? I think that this full moon is making you take a deeper dive into your emotions. And I think that it's like maybe if you guys, for example, do tend to be very intellectual, or you are deep thinkers or something like this, or you tend to rely on your mind a lot, I think Spirit is giving you guys a push to dig into your emotions a little bit deeper, rely on the soul a little bit more as well, and your intuition. I think there is a shift going on with you guys in this way during this full moon, and I think that's a part of the guidance that's going to be coming through from Spirit, is simply just, yeah, you guys just getting more balanced, yeah, head and heart. So maybe some heart chakra energy coming through here too. The heart chakra is very heavily connected to the to emotions. And we have masculine, feminine at the bottom of the deck. Like this is, yeah, another like card of balancing here. This is about you also balancing your masculine and feminine energies too. And this is a fire element card. That's crazy. So yeah, this is definitely a major transformation going on with you guys. I'm getting like you're going to be balancing more on multiple different levels. Like you're going to be figuring out how to give more, like give more of your heart, and to like, for example, we're talking about vulnerability, so it's like, yeah, maybe you guys might be giving more of your vulnerability, or giving more, I'm hearing, of your time to somebody even, or particular friends are going to be giving more, but you're also going to be receiving more as well. You're going to be giving and receiving love more. It's like I think that Spirit's really trying to get this to balance in your life at this time. And that has to do with the masculine and feminine energies. That's why I bring that up, because the masculine energy is generally seen as the giving energy and the feminine as the receiving. So I think that Spirit's really trying to get this to balance in your life during this full moon. Yeah, look, we also have union at the bottom of the deck. And look how these chakras here, you see how all of them are there, right? So I do think that Spirit is heavily working on creating an inner union within yourself during the time of this full moon. This full moon might also be impacting your love life heavily again. I am getting that vibe as well, where it's like, maybe for some of you in this pile, you might be coming together with somebody. Maybe you and this person are, some of you could be like a fire sign, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius in your sun, moon, or rising, and the person you're dealing with could be a water sign like Scorpio, Cancer, and Pisces in their sun, moon, sun, moon, or rising. But it doesn't have to be. It does not have to be. I really do think that, yes, this is more so, yes, you guys could be coming together with somebody or getting deeper into your connection with somebody. It's like you're seeing eye to eye with somebody here is what I'm getting. I'm getting drawn to like this person looking directly into that person, like right there. You guys could be sitting more to eye to eye with somebody, and you guys are both recognizing this, but there's also this heavy message here of self-love and union within the self, like balance within the self. That's really what I mean here. And it's interesting how this one here is blue, which reminds me of the water element here, which we already have out with the emotion, the intellect. And then there's the masculine, feminine here that came out. And I feel like that kind of relates to this energy. So it's kind of like, yeah, just so much balancing is going on. These energies are really coming together for you. This full moon is really, really pushing you guys to balance. I mean, like, I keep repeating that, but this is what keeps coming out. It's like, yes, you guys are going through a major, major transformation. So honestly, I would be expecting at this time all of your chakras to begin to improve during this full moon, okay? I'm going to have to say that. And actually, all the piles are getting that message today. It's crazy. Yeah, all the piles are like that today, but it's wild. And interesting here too, we do have the, I think this is 6. It's like the 6 of Earth. And I always see this card as a card of giving. And you see how this person, yeah, has like a bowl of fruit in their hand. I feel like, yeah, it's like, it's saying pile number 3, don't be afraid to really show how you feel about somebody, even if it's like you want to give them a gift or something. For some of you, okay, maybe even for friends, not even just for love interest, but maybe you want to give a friend a present. Like, why are we just giving gifts on Christmas and birthdays? I always say that, but or Valentine's Day, right? Like, forget it. Like, treat every day as though it's special, right? Anyway, so I feel like you guys, yeah, it's like I feel like Spirit's really encouraging guys to come from the heart space more. And this full moon's also unlocking, I feel like this key right here, it's interesting. It's kind of like in between his throat and his heart chakra. I feel like for you guys, the throat chakra and the heart chakra, these energies should be marrying each other a little bit more, like literally coming together more. I think this full moon is really pushing you guys to open up. Yes, to open up, to be able to express yourself from the heart to your friends, family, love interest, whoever. Yeah, We have I think this is a Two of Air here too, which I feel like this is about balance as well. You see the scales here? Yeah. Yeah, it's like this is light side and this dark side here. So I'm wondering if you guys are actually going to be loving yourselves deeper for this full moon also. I keep mentioning the heart chakra, right? And you guys having an inner union, like balancing yourself. And I feel like you guys are going to start to begin to accept, how do I want to word this? Like you're going to begin to accept your flaws a little bit deeper here, as in like you're not going to be so harsh on yourself about them. It's like, yes, you recognize that there are things maybe within you that do need to be improved. Oh, Spirit is saying this is not just also about flaws. This is about also your shadow aspect, like things that you need to heal within the shadow, like as in certain fears or certain like traumas or things like that from the past. I think Spirit is just saying pretty much that this full moon will, I feel like it's going to be pushing you guys to accept that there's more work to be done and to continue to do this work on yourself, okay? Remember, we said that healing is your top priority at this time. Those energies are definitely still in these cards, okay? So I keep feeling as though, because I was about to move on to the tarot, but I feel like I want to pull another card. I think I want to do the Chakra Insight Oracle for some reason. It's funny I didn't do this with the other piles, but I do think you guys need one more of these before I go on to the next couple decks, because I feel like Spirit does want to say something else. So Spirit, any other messages for pile number 1 from this deck? I'm so sorry, I said pile 1. I meant pile 3. Okay, maybe some of you guys do feel drawn to pile 1 also. Maybe check it out. Oh my gosh, are you guys the pile that's with all the piles for some of you? Maybe just go back to the beginning of the reading after this, I mean the introduction, and see if you are drawn to the other piles. For some of you anyway. Spirit, yeah, tell me about pile number 3. What's your message for pile number 3 for this full moon? How is this full moon affecting pile number 3? I feel like taking this. Oh my god, this is the one that was at the bottom of the deck before. When I stopped pulling cards after a while and I was like, okay, I feel good, but nope. Spirit wants this back out. So it says intelligence. It says education, knowledge, perception, and flexibility. And this is a crown chakra card. Yeah, I feel like the word perception is definitely highlighted here. And it's interesting too, because there is this little flame here. We were just talking about the fire element for you guys, and how you know, you guys are getting a spark back and everything. But pretty much, I think that Spirit is trying to get you guys again to see something differently. It's like something in your perception is changing for this full moon. Yeah, we have intuition at the bottom of the deck. It says trust, insight, awareness, and guidance. See, we have the word guidance again. Wow, no, Spirit is definitely heavily guiding you guys at this time. Definitely pay attention to your crown chakra and your third eye chakra around the time of this full moon, you guys. Spirit has major messages that they want to give you. So maybe for some of you guys, actually take the time to maybe do a guided meditation to work on these chakras, the crown and the third eye, okay? Or listen to binaural beats for them. Get a Reiki session done if you want. Do whatever it is you feel called to do, but I just strongly felt that Spirit has a message or several that they would like to give to you during this full moon. So pay attention and work on these chakras in the way that you want to, okay? Your perception's changing during this full moon as your intuition is deepening. It really is that simple here. Yep, split the deck and we got crown chakra. See? Maybe you guys are also feeling more connected to source, to God, to Spirit around the time of this full moon. You're starting to feel connected to everybody deeper. It's like your crown chakra is strengthening during this full moon also. And also Spirit is going to be using your crown chakra to give you messages and downloads. Okay, so let's move forward. All right, Spirit, to the tarot, of course. We're going to start with the first deck and then we're going to move on to the second deck. So Spirit, how is pile number 3 being affected by the full moon, this full moon that they're watching on? How are they being affected by this full moon? Okay, we are getting the Magician. Sorry if you guys heard any background noise just there. I'm not sure if you did. This is the moon. And we have the Two of Wands. Interesting. It's almost as though Spirit is saying you guys need to just... Something about you guys focusing on manifesting right now, despite the fact that maybe you're not 100% sure even what your destiny is for some of you guys, or it's like you're not sure what's coming in your love life necessarily for some of you guys, but you need to continue to manifest. You need to continue to, I'm getting to think big, to really think outside the box here. I'm drawn to like this bus, and it's like, yes, you guys do need to be working on manifesting forward movement in your life when it comes to your career and your love life, or whatever it is that you want forward movement in. Like whatever area of your life you do want that, because despite not knowing everything, okay, you do need to be focused on that. And this is interesting that it's coming through as advice, because yeah, the moon with the full moon here. I really think that Spirit wants you guys to work with these full moon energies for this pile. Like I feel like Spirit is really trying to get you guys to actively, consciously work with the full moon for this particular full moon. Like I was just giving you guys advice for like, hey, maybe you want to do guided meditations or listen to binaural beats. And now I'm like, maybe you guys do want to consciously be manifesting here some dreams of yours. It's interesting. I also got solar plexus chakra energy coming from this card here with the yellow. I feel like this is also about you guys manifesting you to feel more self-empowered, you know, like this inner union within yourself that we were talking about. So I'm getting a vibe as well that Spirit is really trying to get you guys to improve your solar plexus chakra as well. Improve your self-esteem is what I'm getting. So I do feel like a lot of us, right, even though a lot of us do have a healthy self-esteem, right, like we still have things that we need to work on within it. And I think that Spirit is saying this does need to be a focus for you guys at this time, especially if you do have a past of like people who have mistreated you and trauma, or even even abuse, right? Like trauma and abuse, or just people who have stepped on you or didn't treat you well, you know, like there could be still more to work out when it comes to that in your past, okay? Like more healing to the self-esteem. Okay, because those kind of experiences really do damage our self-esteem. And yes, maybe you guys have come a really long way, but Spirit is saying just please continue to work on yourself here. Continue to love yourself even deeper, even more. And we do have the Star card at the bottom of the deck. Yeah, I really do think that Spirit wants you guys to be working with the universe at this time. I feel like this is like the universe up here. Yeah, to manifest your big dreams and your big goals. I know some of you, I was getting a vibe that it's like maybe for some of you, you have a feeling, right, that you have a big destiny, but you're not 100% sure what this is. If you are one of these people, I do think that pretty much you still need to be working on yourself and seeing yourself as being worthy for something huge to come in, and also being optimistic here with the Star card and hopeful that these things are on the way for sure. Okay, no matter what it is it's going to be, just make yourself ready for it. You know, really focus on preparing at this time, right? Remember that it is already done, okay? It's already in your future. That really helps the manifestation process. Let's get another pull for you guys, Spirit. How is this full moon affecting pile number 3? Spirit, how is this full moon affecting pile number 3? Yeah, we're getting the Six of Swords. To me, this is healing energy. Seven of Wands, yeah. So I do feel like in your past, a lot of people have really stepped on you and really jumped over your boundaries. They really pushed you to your limit here. It's interesting because we're getting this light in her center, and that also can be like the solar plexus chakra, which is like we were talking about. But Spirit is saying now is the time for healing from all these things that have happened in your past. Spirit is giving you guys another push at this time to heal. And it's interesting how there are crows here that are guiding this person forward. And to me, sometimes the crows can represent like shadow work and the shadow aspect, okay? So it's kind of as though Spirit is saying, or this full moon is really, really pushing you guys to do more shadow work at this time, like to recognize what is coming up that's coming from your shadow at this time. Like any fears, anything that you need to heal, right? And let the shadow work be your guide at this time towards this healing from past situations that have really hurt you. I feel like this is the goal right now, whether or not you are a man or woman. It's like for you guys to step into your Emperor energy, and this is Aries energy. This is fire energy, right? We were already talking about the fire element. So yeah, King of Wands. Again, it's like this really works perfectly here. This is really coming around for you guys, like coming back around, I mean. From earlier, this message about like just stepping into your fire element, stepping into your power, right? And look, both of these shirts are red and her scarf here is red. Major root chakra message here for you guys. A part of you guys getting confident and getting secure within yourself, and a part of your personal healing for pile number 3 is to really work on the root chakra. Really feel secure within yourself. Really feel like you're walking the earth with purpose. Okay, definitely spend time working on that chakra for sure. Yeah, this is going to be really important. I was just drawn to this little tattoo on her arm. I don't know if some of you guys have a tattoo on your arm or around there or anywhere on your arm. Only take that if it resonates. I did just feel that. So yeah, I think you guys are healing. You're pushing forward, you're moving forward, you're moving on. I think within your energy, it's like Spirit is definitely shifting your energy. Let's move on to the next deck. Spirit, how is pile number 3 being affected by the current... okay, so we had the Ten of Wands come flying out just now. I'm going to keep that out. Okay, interesting. Actually, at the bottom of the deck, we have the Eight of Swords. The first thing I felt from here... Let me move this over so we have some room on this side. Yeah. Okay, a lot of you guys have felt mentally trapped in your life in some areas, okay? This could be many things for you guys. Some of you could be anxiety, depression, or certain fears or certain stresses that have really been getting to you. And they've been making you feel maybe some of these fears like you can't speak up, right? Like you can't properly express yourself, right? Especially some of you guys do have that blocked throat chakra or even like a blocked solar plexus chakra, okay? And yeah, there could be certain insecurities that are even like holding you back. But these things within you that are holding you back or that are keeping your mind feeling like you're not at peace in your life, this is starting to feel like a heavy burden for you guys, so much so that I think it's about to break. I think that this is a good thing. It's almost as though, yes, it's like that card that said Spirit is lighting a fire under your ass. And look, there's all this fire here in this card. It's like Spirit is really pushing you guys to feel like you're done with this, to feel like you're done with the fear, you're done with the insecurities, you're done with the anxiety, or whatever this is. It's like you guys are getting fed up with this around the time of this full moon. And this is what's going to be pushing you guys to be able to do more healing work, you know, and to be able to have kind of like a newer, more refreshed state of mind with this star card, right? Like, it's interesting. I placed this Eight of Swords on top of the star card. It's almost as though this energy of feeling mentally, how do I even want to say that? Because it could be many things for you guys, just however your mind has been treating you, your insecurities or things that are blocking your chakras. It's like, you know, these fears, right? Those things are getting replaced with this star energy, with healing and with lighter energy. It's so, yeah, it's just like such a positive shift for you guys. It's happening during this full moon. It's interesting. I think that maybe, yeah, that's all a part of the downloads that Spirit is going to be the Spirit is going to be giving you through this full moon, is just getting you guys to shift your perspectives and to work on the chakras, right? Like all of these things come together for you guys, for your energies to shift inside. Let's get another pull. Spirit, how is this full moon affecting pile number 3? We're getting the Knight of Swords. Interesting. The Chariot at the bottom of the deck. Yeah, it's like there's like this big movement forward here for you guys. It's like the Knight of Swords. So to me, the sword element is the air element, okay? And the air element has to do with the mind. So it's like your mind is like, go, 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 go. Like when it comes towards healing and ascending here with this Chariot. It's like there is such fast forward moving energy with these two cards here. You see how there's mountains in the background too? It's like you guys are being prepared to move the mountains in your mind. Things that you thought could not be shaken and could not be moved are getting moved. Yeah, there's heavy divine intervention energy, I would have to say, with pile number 3 also, like with you guys. You guys are definitely ascending more and awakening more spiritually. Whether or not you are in the beginning of your journey or you're deeper into it, I am just feeling like you guys are definitely getting more of an awakening right now. And it's like your mind is getting on board with this, and your mind is like, yes, it's go time. It's great. But even if you guys couldn't take that message just now about spiritual awakening or ascension, I do think that the Chariot does just represent forward movement in general in your mind, okay? And it's like your mind all of a sudden is just rushing to get to this place because you are so fed up with the way that things have been in your mind and the weird energies you've been dealing with in yourself. One more pull. Spirit, anything else from this deck for how pile number 3 is getting affected by the full moon? We have the 8 of Cups. Interesting. Knight of Pentacles at the bottom of the deck with Death. I'm getting something interesting here a little bit. So, like, this is going along really well with what I was just saying, actually, because I was feeling like there's this fast movement going on within your mind with this full moon and within your chakras, right? And it's almost as though, like, the 8 of Cups, it's like you're moving on from, or you're done with slower moving energy when it comes to your healing. It's almost as though you guys are done with your like maybe like a slow progression of the healing of your mind or your chakras or something. It's really interesting. It's like you're done with things being the pace that they have been, and now I'm getting there is this acceleration that's happening because you're done with it and you're now embracing the transformation and the change that has to occur within you. Yeah, it's like you're embracing this change with the Death card here. Look, there's also a full moon on this card here too. You guys are starting to embrace your transformation a little bit deeper. It's like you're no longer resisting it fully anymore. Maybe some of you guys have been resisting maybe some deeper changes within yourself for a while, or maybe on an unconscious level, but now it's starting to, I'm getting that it's coming to the surface. And you guys are like choosing to change and choosing to leave things behind, even like mentalities or conditionings that have been familiar to you for a while, or old habits or attitudes that have been familiar to you for a while. It's like now you're embracing the deep change. Right, but then with the King of Pentacles here, when I split the deck, it's like, this is about you stepping into your King of Pentacles energy, whether or not you are a man or a woman. Again, it's like, it's interesting because we had the King of Wands come out, the Emperor, now we have this King of Pentacles. It's like, you guys are really preparing to become powerful one day. And soon, like, oh my gosh, I'm sorry. I feel like I'm using like off terminology there because I almost feel like you are whole. I mean, you are whole and complete now, okay? You are. I don't almost feel that way. I feel that way. You are whole and complete now. However, Spirit is preparing you guys through this full moon to fully step into your power. In order for you to do this in this lifetime, you guys, is to do this work, right? It is to do this work. But I'm getting that you guys really want to feel abundant like this King of Pentacles. You want to feel like you have a lot of money in the bank, you're making a lot of money, you have an awesome spouse or a lifelong partner, or even if you don't want that, right? You have, you know, like your dreams are coming true and you feel on top of the world and you feel powerful in and of yourself and your mind, you're at peace, right? Like these are all the things that you guys really crave. And Spirit is just getting you guys prepared to step into this role with this full moon. So this is pretty monumentous. This is pretty, this is a really important time for you guys. Okay, I'm going to be, yeah, exactly. I placed the King of Pentacles literally right on top of the Knight of Swords and the Chariot. Your mind is preparing to step into this energy, this representation here of your dream life. Okay, whether or not you are a man or a woman. Again, if I didn't say that. So let's move on to the last deck. Spirit, what are some of your last messages for pile number 3 for how this full moon is going to be affecting them? Yeah, I'm not surprised to see this one here, guys, that adjustments are required. Adjustments are required within your mind, within your perspectives, within certain attitudes and conditionings in order for you guys to properly move forward at this time in your life and for you guys to bring in this big destiny that's coming or this true love that's on the way. And then emotions are running high. I'm actually going to look to the guidebook for this one. But I'm kind of feeling like, yeah, we were getting that message of like you guys are going to dive deeper into your emotions at this time because it's like your intellect and your heart space is balancing. And I think what's required here is for you guys to dive deeper into your emotions at this time. So maybe your emotions will be running high around the time of this full moon. And you guys will need to take a look at them, you know, whether or not these emotions are sadness or anger or even like joy, or, you know, like any emotion. Like I feel like maybe a lot of your emotions are, what's that word I'm looking for? Like increasing, getting stronger. It's interesting. Yeah, I think your emotional body at this time, you guys, really does require your attention. At the bottom of the deck, we have the answers you need are coming. Yeah, I split the deck and we have work through your fears, new moon in Scorpio. That's exactly what I've been saying throughout this whole reading, you guys. Is just this full moon is about working through your fears. It's about healing aspects of your shadow. Let me look to the guidebook for a couple of these cards really quick. Okay, I looked up emotions are running high and the answers you need are coming. So we'll address both really quickly before closing the reading. I might actually get like one more pull, but yeah, I just want to address these really quick. So we do have here for emotions are running high, it says this card suggests that the answer to whatever you're asking is writ large like the silvery full moon set against the velvety night sky. If you're wondering how successful something is going to be, such as a job or a relationship, the answer is very. Yeah, and it says even here, success is close. I just must trust. So there's a couple things coming through here. On the romantic side, it's kind of like what I was saying before, that like maybe something currently in you guys' love life is going well for you now, or it's about to go well here pretty soon with somebody that you're currently interested in. Okay, so that needs your attention at this time. And I think that outside of the love message, you know, for those of you who don't have anybody in mind right now, or it's not on your mind, I think that your success is close, like what this book says, because we've been talking about destiny with you guys, like from jump, like from the beginning of this reading, we were talking about your destiny being soon, and it's like you're going to be walking down this path and all of a sudden this new opportunity is going to pop up, and like, you know, some really beautiful things. So just trust that that is on the way for you. And then for answers you need are coming, it says this card is a reminder that it is important to speak your truth, but remember that your words have consequences and impact your listener. Right now, you need to guard against indiscretion. It says the answers you need may well come soon, and the issue you're facing could well be one or a few conversations away from being resolved. It's interesting. So it even says here, have an important conversation, but stay calm. It's interesting because I think this goes back to the throat chakra message for you guys. I was even talking about how you guys might be trying to be more vulnerable during the time of this full moon, and you might want to come from your emotions more, as in like, your compassion more. You know, when having a conversation, like for example, if you really love somebody, even if it's just a friend, like you might want to express that love. You know, don't be afraid to give gifts, even if you feel called to do that. Okay. So, but yeah, it's interesting. I wonder if for some of you guys, you have been having conflict with somebody. So only take this if this part resonates. I don't think all of you guys will resonate with this, because I was just drawn to the fact how it says, like, you know, the issue you're facing, right? It says the issue you're facing could be one or few conversations away from being resolved. So if you are having conflicts with a loved one or love interest or family member at this time, just hang in there with this person. Hang in there. Remember to have productive conversations. Don't get too heated. Stay calm. Remember that your words have major impact on others, okay? Just keep all this in mind. But yes, throat chakra message, your words have a strong impact on people. And I think that as your heart chakra and your throat chakra are like kind of combining energies here, I think that for this full moon, I think that you guys, yeah, I think you guys are really learning this. That yes, your words do have such an impact on people. So be careful with what you say sometimes. Not to say to feel like you're walking on eggshells, but just come from the heart space, you know, and lead your life with compassion. Okay, I know that a lot of you guys feel like you already do that, but I do feel like it can go deeper. I really do. I really do feel that way. Let's just give one more pull. Spirit, like one or two cards. What's your last message for pile number 3 for how this full moon is affecting them? Okay. A personal issue reaches resolution. See, I was feeling just now that some of you guys might be having maybe an issue with a loved one, or even just a personal issue, even outside of outer conflict, maybe This could mean a lot of different things. It's like this could just be like you getting some more healing work done on yourself. It's like something within you is reaching a resolution or is getting healed or something like this. And then, yeah, maybe even somebody you've been having conflict with, that's being healed too, for those of you who could take that message. It says your hard work is paying off. Yeah, it's like for those of you who really are, you really are putting in the work on your healing and on yourself. Just know that, yes, like with this full moon here, something within you is going to get some healing, okay? Remember, your hard work is paying off. The more you do this work, it will continue to pay off. Okay, and remember that also for those of you who are having a conflict with somebody around this time, like a loved one, I just got a feeling that like the hard work that you've been putting into this relationship, whatever it is, whatever kind of relationship it is, like if it's a friend, a love interest, or family member, whoever, the work that you put into this is going to pay off. It does feel that way. Yeah, a win-win forecast is a win-win forecast. Wow, I can't talk. Okay, it says a win-win outcome is forecast. Exactly. That's exactly what I was just saying, you guys. Yeah, this card I think is pretty romantic too. So if this is a romantic person you've been having conflict with, expect a win-win outcome. Expect balance to come in to your dynamic, and also a little love message here anyway. Again, it's like I do feel you guys getting deeper here in your connection with somebody during this full moon as a whole, and I think that you are also balancing more as well, like with these scales. So this kind of wraps this up pretty perfectly. I don't think you guys, as long as you're going along with the guidance and everything, I feel like this is all going to be working out beautifully for you. Just trust in the process, just trust in spirit, surrender to the divine, and you got this down. And remember that your hard work is paying off. You are enough, pile number 3. Your efforts are enough. Your efforts on yourself are really, really coming together, and they will be coming together. Like it's gonna really show up in your life, okay, and in your energy. Just believe it. I'm going to leave this there. Thank you so much for tuning in today, pile number 3. If you liked this reading, or if you resonated, please like, comment, share, and subscribe. And I also have an Instagram. You guys can go follow me if you want. There's a link in the description box. I do want to increase the community on there so I can post more pick a card readings for you guys. And yeah, have a very blessed full moon, a blessed rest of your day, and I will see you next time. Bye-bye.